right. Welcome to the Morning Spike. This is where we get everyone from the Nerd Huddle, Dynasty Pylon together and help you guys out with your fantasy football lineups. So my name is Tink Kramer. I'm with the birthday boy, Martin. Happy birthday, dude.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, I was gonna look for a little cake with the I could put up, but I forgot.
Nah, you're good, man.
But yeah, man. Happy birthday, dude. Yeah, man. We are week 15, and we are in the middle of a COVID outbreak, I guess. I don't know what they're calling it, but this is like reminding us of last year and all the madness.
It's worse than last year, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And we didn't have this issue, like, even though in the midst of it, where this wasn't even like, we weren't even sure how bad it was. We didn't even have the vaccine yet. We didn't have, well, I don't think we did at that point, but it was still that guessing game.
Yeah.
So it was just, and now we know more about it, and yet we have more issues.
I don't know. Maybe because like last year we were so like diligent about it. Hey, we got some happy birthdays in here.
Hey,
we got
thanks, Mom.
Stella, this is your mom. And then Brian, happy birthday. Shots.
Yes.
I'll take a shot to that in a little bit.
I think I owe some to do.
Yeah.
I think I got 2 of them. So
yeah, we'll figure that out in a minute.
I'll spike my drink real quick.
Yeah, but yeah, man, we got what I think Brian said last night. So when we were live last night before the Saturday game, 150 players, over 150, which is bonkers. Because I remember last weekend it was at around 70, and he was saying it could get to 100. I was like, yeah, there's probably a good chance, and it doubled that, which is crazy.
Because he looked it up and it was like, holy shit, like
that's crazy.
And then what's more crazy about it is, like, I really thought at this point some of the games would get canceled. I even text one of my leagues. I'm like, hey, like yesterday before the actual game started, I'm like, I need your substitutions for who you want a part of your lineup that I would have active. So just in case these games do get canceled, I can easily replace them with someone within your lineup as a substitution. And so it was just, I don't know. I mean, it seems like we're still a go. But I remember last year we had a cancellation of a game or two, or just got pushed back a week. So
yeah, and then plus I think they changed the COVID protocols a few days ago.
Yeah,
I think it was like 2 or 3 days ago at this point now. I just heard about it yesterday. I read about it yesterday, which I think changes the number so more people can play. But we got another game moved to Monday, and then we got 2 games that are on Tuesday now. So I know we were saying last night you're excited. I think there's 2 on Tuesday, or is there 1 on Tuesday?
There's still 1. I'll look right now, but I thought it was still 1, but the 2 on Monday is what I thought. I'll look right now.
Yeah. Let's get out of the way.
No, so, you're right. So 2 on Tuesday and 2 on Monday.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, that's crazy. Seahawks and Rams, which is a fairly important game. Same thing with Washington and Eagles. Another fairly important game.
Very important games for those 2.
You know, so that's going to be a big day for those 2 teams. And I know the Seahawks got hit pretty bad. I know Washington, their whole defense got wiped out from COVID, basically. I mean, the last time I checked, it was 14 or 12 like defensive players were on the list or something like just defensive players. It was
something like that.
It was bonkers.
Yeah. And it was funny because some guys got reinstated into the protocols as well. Like Tyler Higbee was one of them. Yeah. He's been in and out of it last week, so he didn't play. The following day after that, they took him out because it was a false negative. And then this week they put him back in. It's like,
you got another positive.
Yeah. So if you still have what's his face, Brylan, let me look at his name. Brylan, the backup for Tyler Higbee, go ahead, keep him. Yeah. Kendall Blayton, that's what it was. But I mean, keep him still there. But I just like, wow. Poor
yeah. Yeah, I mean, we got COVID going on plus the injuries still. We got the safety that's one thing I don't get. The safety on the Lions says he's an illness, so he's out. Tracy Walker, and then Hopkins.
Tracy Walker, yeah.
Hopkins. They're saying the soonest he'll be back is the NFC Championship. So I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, he can play the last 2 games if they make it that far. I think Pollard is expected to play, but he's going to be super limited from injuries. Lamar is unlikely to play. Zach Ertz hamstring. And then Marquise Brown, another illness. So, I mean, you got a lot of.
The only positive of all this, I guess, Antonio Brown is back from suspension.
Mm-hmm.
So he's expected to join this week. He's not going to play this today. I doubt it, but he's expected to come back this week. So if you have Antonio Brown and you still stashed him this entire time, I guess that's some good news. But
yeah,
I mean, other than that, it's all been negative across the board. It's just COVID, injuries, all of that. So yeah.
Well, I think Chase Edmonds is activated from the IR. So I don't know if he's going to play or now, but usually when they get him off the IR, they tend to play.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. Have Edmonds back. Brian said, "Can you believe the Vikings cut Breland?" I didn't even read about that one. What do you think?
From the Vikings,
Brashad
Breeland, the DB.
I think so.
I saw that and it was just like, I don't know, like sometimes you see guys get cut just for no reason. I mean, I think with the return of Patrick Peterson coming back, I think it was just more of like, we don't really need you anymore. Kind of thing. So
especially this late in the season. Yeah. I mean, the Bears need something. You can take a trip down to Chicago. We can use a DB. And we got I'm not sure how you Dylan. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah.
My bad, man. Yeah. Plus, I suck at names.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you really do.
Yeah, I really suck at names, so that's why I abbreviate everything. But he's got a question: Ayuk, Van, or AJ Green?
So Hopkins is officially out.
He goes, and Sony Michel or Jeff Wilson. So I'm assuming
one at the flex.
Different questions, yeah.
Or maybe, yeah.
Maybe
no, because it says and. So it says and. So it's these 5. This is at the flex. I'm gonna rule Jeff Wilson out right away.
Yeah.
I think that. Well, actually, I don't know. He might be the main guy there. And it's against Atlanta. So it's 2 different questions, he said.
2 different questions? Okay.
Yeah, so one at running back. So he's got, okay. We'll answer this one first. So
one receiver and one.
I thought it was just one because you said and, so I thought it was combined.
So Elijah Mitchell is out, knee/concussion. So
I like Ayuk, man. I either like Ayuk. I do too. Van Jefferson's good too against Seattle defense, but AJ Green's also going. He's also going to be the main guy against Detroit. Man, these are all good, good possibilities, man. But I'm going to say Ayuk over AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
And then Van Jefferson.
Van Jefferson, Seattle.
Yeah, he's got Seattle.
I would probably still go Ayuk against who's that, Atlanta?
Yeah. I'm going to say Ayuk.
He's been pretty solid. He had a pretty shitty game against Seattle a few weeks ago, but against Atlanta, I think he should do pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, all these guys should. You got Atlanta.
Yeah, they really do.
Seahawks and Detroit. But if I were to pick an order, I'd be Ayuk, AJ Green, Van. I think I'd leave Van Jefferson last.
Yeah.
And then Sony Michel or Jeff Wilson. I think Henderson's coming back though this week. So I don't think I would trust Sony Michel too much there.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff Wilson's probably gonna be the leading back for sure.
No,
against Atlanta. Yeah, he is,
I would put Jeff Wilson. So I would put Jeff Wilson over Sony Michel only because Henderson is coming back.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus that matchup is
a solid matchup.
Pretty good. Yeah.
You play most of your guys against these particular defense, Detroit, Seahawks, and Atlanta. But I would say Atlanta's the worst one. Yeah. And that I've been saying that so much this year, and it hurts me to say it, but I'll be probably saying it for the next 5 years.
I don't have my Bears hat. Let's see your Atlanta stuff.
Man, look, it's just I am true, and I will stick. I don't care how crappy they are. I will stick to them. I'm not happy with what they're doing, but it is what it is, man.
Dude, man. I mean, we're the same way in Chicago. I mean, we're so pissed off that Urban Meyer got fired before Nagy. And I remember, I think it was either you or Mark were saying, like there was like a bet out there that who was going to be was Nagy going to be the first coach to be fired? Yeah. But then, the stuff that happened with Gruden, which is I think a whole different thing. It had nothing to do with his coaching style. It was more his personality, I guess. Uh-huh. Where Urban Meyer was everything. I mean, he was kicking players. He was not playing players correctly.
Yeah, it's crazy when he kicked his player. So he kicked Lambo.
That's insane to say. That's insane that a head coach kicked his player.
Yeah. So apparently, I'm not exactly how accurate this is, but I guess he kicked Josh Lambo. Yeah. And that was the final straw. You can't kick your freaking employees, okay? You just can't. So he kicks him,
college.
And he goes, What are you doing? I'm the kicker. And he responds with, I'm the head ball coach. I kick who I want. It's from what I heard how it was. Yes.
That's crazy.
So that was it. That was the final straw. And I think they needed some type of legal type of action for not to pay him the rest of his contracted bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So that was it. I was borderline, I guess you can call it assault.
That's assault, yeah.
Yeah. So all the other stuff, they couldn't deem him. If they fired him, they could still pay him because that was off-field shenanigans with the young lady and all that he did. But that was you can't kick your employees, bro.
That's. I mean, now it makes me think. Is it on purpose? I mean, for sure, the kicker didn't know, but.
I guess he was stretching. He was in a forward lunge type stretch, and he kicked him in the hamstrings.
Yeah. I mean, first you kick anybody in a stretch, during a stretch in a hamstring, and then a kicker of all people, that's horrible, man. I mean, that's I don't know. I feel like that's some petty, shitty high school coach.
The way it comes out, he kicked the kicker. It's just, I don't know.
It's so insane. It's something you see in a movie with a bad coach, you know what I mean? It's something like Any Given Sunday, or not Any Given Sunday, Friday Night Lights or something stupid,
Yeah.
I don't know. But we got Dirty Money asking the question. Pick one. McLaurin, Lazard, Thielen, or Schultz. All right, go on. Oh man. Let's see. McLaurin, he's playing on Tuesday now.
Yeah. And then Lazard is coming back. So
McLaurin's been having pretty bad games though. Is this the week he turns it around? The past 3 weeks. week 12, 9, and then the next week 5, and then last week 0. Put up 0 points.
Yeah.
Lazard, I think, is going to do pretty good. Put up 20 points against Chicago. I mean,
I'm gonna go with Thielen.
Yeah, that's. I was saving last because Thielen against that Chicago secondary.
McLaurin, from what you said earlier, McLaurin's been. I think it's Heineke. Do you need to take a break? I'll take over, dude. I think McLaurin has been in a weird situation where he hasn't been producing, which is hard to say because I really thought he was going to be locked and loaded type guy. He's just leaving set and forget. But Heineke has just not been able to get it to him lately, as of late. Lazard, Adams, and MVS are back, for sure. And then Thielen. And then Schultz has too many weapons there. I think Dak is going to go everywhere.
Yeah.
I think Thielen's your best bet here against the Bears.
I think so. I think so.
You guys can't defend crap. You guys are just as bad as us on defense. So
yeah, our
maybe a little bit better, to be honest. But
no, our secondary is trash. I mean, our best corner is
Jackson?
Jefferson? Jackson or Jefferson?
I think it's
Jefferson.
Isn't that Eddie Jackson?
No, somebody else. Number 33, I forget what his name is. He sucks, man. I mean, he sucks. I mean, and I think Eddie Jackson's
like how you said he's your best one, and then he sucks.
He is, and that's truth. He sucked. He sucked last year when Fredo was going on rants last year on how bad he is, and they have him to replace one of the best corners, in the league at that time was Peanut. So, yeah. So
we might see Fredo tomorrow. I hope so.
Hopefully, man. Miss him. But yeah. So I'll Thielen. He's gonna be easy. Let's chuck it up in the air. Let Thielen catch it over anybody past the linebackers. He's gonna catch it. So
yeah,
I would go that. Same. And then we got Jonathan. Okay, McLaurin or Claypool. Ooh. So we already talked about McLaurin. How we do not trust him, but do you trust Claypool against Tennessee?
I would trust Claypool against Tennessee.
I would too. He's had out of the last 4 games, he had 3 solid games though.
I don't like that at all.
I don't either, but
these questions, bro. And this is what sucks is what we have to do for playoffs. I would kind of go,
especially
Claypool,
with
man.
everything. Yeah,
you got to go with Claypool.
Yeah, I mean, he's really. I don't say he's the only one doing stuff. I mean, you got Johnson. Yeah, Johnson's doing really good. But that's the thing. I think it's when you have 2 good receivers, they're both able to. One's gonna break out, and then the other one's gonna get good points. I mean, look at what's going on in Cincinnati. Most of the time it's Chase, but the last couple of weeks it's been Higgins. But they've both been putting up at least 15 points every week. Just one putting up 15, and the other one's putting up 25. Yeah. You just have to figure out which one's which. Which sucks because I have both. So
same?
And
the cheese. That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you do.
I never wanted to drop one because they're both really good. I mean, it worked out pretty okay, but it's an annoying thing you have to do all season.
At that point, it's you wish one of them got injured so you could have one for quite some time and then worry till the other one gets back.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but Claypool's going to do good. Yeah. Against Tennessee's defense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be all right.
I'm just, You should get there. Just Darius Slayton, whatever. If he's back, is Darius Slayton back? I don't know. The Eagles' defense, I would avoid a little bit, just receiver wise.
Who's that? Whose defense?
The DBs for Eagles. That's pretty much the only thing they kind of do have. But that's about it. Other than that, the front 7 aren't that great, but the DBs are good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Eagles should win it because I think Hurts is supposed to play. I think he's gonna play.
Jalen Hurts,
full practice. Yeah, full practice.
Yeah,
he's gonna play.
He's ready to go.
Yeah. So, I mean, it should be a beatdown. We'll see. I mean, you never know. It is the Eagles. They do Eagle stuff sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, like I was saying, like you don't want to put McLaurin in because I think Darius Slayton is coming out of he should be back this week from the concussion protocol.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would. He's going to be all over McLaurin, whereas at least Claypool could get open because the more of the distraction is going to be towards Deontay Johnson. So I think it opens it up for Claypool. If that noodle arm can reach out to where Claypool's at. That's the only worry I have. So
yeah. He might have a little bit of gas to throw one or two good. I wouldn't even say deep. Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
he gets you like 5 a game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
At minimum,
that's
Big
fair.
Ben has 5 a game and he's gassed for the rest of the time. I really worry about this team, what they're gonna do next season. I can't see Big Ben playing. Like he announced his retirement after this season. I don't see what's his face. The backup. I totally forgot the guy that came from Washington. Hasty.
Oh yeah. The guy who's been in a lot of right now. Trouble.
Yeah, he was trouble last season, but then this season, Mike Tomlin probably told him, "Hey, dude,
he has potential. He has potential to be a good quarterback that could lead to something maybe better."
Haskins.
But
I knew it started with an H.
Yeah. But
he's a first rounder.
Yeah.
So
he just ever since he got drafted, it was just always issues, like off the field issues. It's not even like playing issues. He has potential. Maybe Mike Tomlin, put him in check this year. I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, there is a chance. I won't say there's a good chance. There's a chance that he comes out next year and he kind of balls out. Maybe not like crazy good level, but enough to.
Yeah.
I mean, you just need the level of Ben right now to kind of keep it going. Because if which is not good. I mean, right now I don't even know where Big Ben's even ranked, but there's no way he's an elite quarterback.
We went over it yesterday. He's at 20th or 19th. Remember, next to Matt Ryan.
Yeah. So,
out of good news though, some guys were activated from COVID this morning. So, I mean, not really. So I guess this would affect Terry McLaurin, but Cam Sims is coming back, and Daniel Wise. I mean, that's only positive. And then also the Wyatt Teller, the guard for the Browns. So help out Baker there a little bit, but I mean, some positive. I just got the notification right now, so
okay. Yeah.
But other than that, though, it's gonna be real weird. I'm okay with, like, me personally. I'm okay with having the next 3 days of football. Like I have, and then my wife's off Monday, so we're probably gonna
nice.
We're gonna try and watch Spider-Man maybe during the day.
Yes.
And then maybe we can have, how many of us will probably end up being on tomorrow's show?
I don't know, man. There might be a bunch of us.
It could be you, Will, obviously. Hopefully Fredo can jump on. Brian's coming on, right?
Oh yeah.
I think Mark saw it this weekend, and if I see it, dude, there could be a potentially of 6 of us tomorrow. Just talking about No Way Home. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we could. We'll figure out. Then I really have to make sure no one talks over each other. Like with the,
we've done it before.
I have to do. Yeah, we've done it with a bunch of people. Need a the little thing on Zoom where you raise your hand, like do something like that.
Little,
yeah. But that's gonna be super fun though, because me and Brian are gonna talk about it on Wednesday after the Dynasty Pylon on the new channel that we got going. So if you're into nerdy stuff, check that out. So yeah, it's just gonna be so much to talk about with that stuff. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I would
not tomorrow.
No. Wednesday is that did we just become best friends? We're moving that to Wednesdays. So Spoiler Kings.
You're not doing the Spider-Man one tomorrow, right? You are.
Yeah, we're doing Spoiler Kings. Yeah. So Spoiler Kings, we're just gonna review the movie itself. Right. And then Wednesday, me and Brian are gonna deep dive into all the things that happen because of the movie. Where it's going, what it means, all the theories.
Okay.
All the deep dive into the nerdy stuff of stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be super fun. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I would recommend watching it, man. But say you're gonna have that's gonna be an awesome weekend, dude. You got football, Spider-Man, Matrix, football, Christmas. You know, it's like yes. I mean, I know like COVID like really messed everything up with fantasy, but at least like as a football fan, there's so much football in the next 10 days or within these 10 days. You got Christmas, you got Spider-Man, you got Matrix. I mean, I wish I was a kid, like, and not being in school right now. I mean, come on. Or you're on winter break from your school, so
yeah, I am. And you know what? Yeah. I've always had the luxury of not having to deal with that. Every single time it landed on the 19th of December, I knew that I never had school for the following week. My whole life it's been like that, so it's been kind of nice. The only like it was kind of like I always treated it as the school was giving me a birthday gift to stay home for a couple weeks, and that's how I always viewed it.
That's funny. It
seemed to work out, and it still is now that I'm in college. It's still the same.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Semester break.
Yeah, that's always good. So you go back what January like 10th or whatever?
I haven't checked. I'm probably more likely. Yeah.
After the new year, you'll look at it.
No, well, what I do is I schedule new classes coming in the following week. So this week I'm off. So this week I'll probably end up doing it next week to get more. Yeah, it's like, and then I'll know my dates. Because I like to do them pretty quickly because people are like, oh, what are you doing during this time? I'm like, all right, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll go to Montana and go see my family. I'm not too sure. So, but anyways, let's go back to football. Ricky Seals-Jones is tight end. He was not there for tight end drills, and Curtis Samuel's on the sideline. And also, J.D. McKissic was not present during the running back drills. So, me as a Gibson owner, I'm a little happy about that. Because I'm pretty sure J.D. McKissic's a cool guy, but I can't stand him when it comes to fantasy. As a Gibson owner, it is just so annoying. Like, Gibson is an all-around guy. This guy was a receiver in college turned running back, so the guy can catch. Yet, they don't utilize. They give him like seven catches a game. So it just kind of like irritates me that he could probably be there. 3 downs and then put in McKissic, but no, they give him like the whole series. They give him whole quarters sometimes. I don't know. I don't get it. I really hate JD McKissic as a player fantasy. Like I can't stand it.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at some of the trending up players. Craig Reynolds from Detroit is like number 1.
Oh yeah,
he's only 5% rostered, 2% started. He put up 11.9 points in a PPR league last week. He's gonna be the starting back again. That's not too bad if you need somebody like a running back.
Well, because Swift is what they're saying is he's basically done for the season.
Yeah.
So the moment I heard that, I picked him up.
Yeah.
And I picked him up on my Dynasty league because I had Swift, and people are like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, just wait." Now it's climbing up the boards, and if you're first to know the news, it's always best because you can always have that, jump the gun right away.
Yeah. So so speaking of like knowing the news first, so one of my players, Manny, actually, he said he doesn't care for sleeper because it makes it too easy. He said anybody playing knows too much news too easily, rather than having somebody who like kind of doesn't do any research and just plays whoever.
Yeah, they just
so he's like, it makes it too easy, and I laughed. I was like, that's kind of funny.
There's other ways, though. There's other ways.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Sleeper definitely is awesome, just for news. Yeah, but also there was ways I was doing stuff last year before I was using Sleeper. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. But we got a question. So Sebastian said, "What's up? I need one running back and one flex. My options are Javonte, Saquon, Higgins, and Edmonds. What are all y'all thinking?" So he needs one running back and one flex.
It could be Edmonds being the bulk of the carry this week.
Yeah.
They said Connor was banged
probably.
up. God, I really wish Mark was here because he has Connor. He's expected to play.
But he's gonna play.
Yeah.
I'm doing a quick read. Sleeper got him 4 hours ago that Connor should be the lead back still, so he might get the bulk of the carries
potentially. I don't know.
Is this a PPR league? Because I think I'm trying to see Edmonds. Well, not even, because Connor would he gets a lot of catches.
I do like Javonte Williams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were just talking about him. I think
Saquon might not do so hot. They lost the lineman. Daniel Jones isn't fully back, and they're against the Cowboys, who is one team that they just don't let up. So,
you're saying it's a half PPR. I like Williams for sure. I think against Cincinnati, I think he's going to do pretty good.
I think Williams is your RB.
Yeah.
And as your flex, Higgins? No. That Broncos D isn't going to get up either. This is an interesting, the flex one. Because either one of these can pop off. And Saquon, I just don't trust the line that they have now and against the Dallas Cowboys D, so I'm gonna rule him out. As much as I love Saquon, that's a very interesting one to play. I kind of want to lead Edmonds, and I don't feel comfortable saying that.
I'm gonna go Higgins. I'm gonna go Higgins because he still got Chase on the other side. I mean, granted, Denver has a pretty good defense. Do they have two shutdown corners though?
Yeah,
because they're gonna have to pick either Chase or Edmund or Chase or Higgins.
Yeah,
and Burrow's gonna go the other way. I mean, he's just gonna pick whatever side is the better matchup. And he has a good enough O-line to protect him long enough to get them the balls.
I don't know.
I mean, even if they go Chase, like what we were saying earlier, Higgins still going to put up decent point. One's going to put up 25 and the other one's going to put up 15. Which one is which? I don't know. It depends on the week. But
I just can't deny that matchup with Detroit, though.
With Edmonds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to say Edmonds. You can say Higgins.
I'm going to say Higgins. The only thing is
both ruling out Saquon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't,
because my thing with Edmonds is if Connor's doing well, how can you take him out to put Edmonds in?
That's true.
That's my only thing. They're gonna start with Connor, and if Connor does well right from the beginning, I mean they'll put Edmonds in just to give Connor a break.
But the flip side gets banged up.
Exactly. If Connor's not doing well. Granted, they're going against Detroit, so Connor should do really well.
I think you're convincing me to go Higgins here.
But that's my only thing is.
I think I'm jumping ship, and I think you got me. I think I'm. Yeah, Higgins might. Yeah,
Higgins is safer. He's safer. Edmonds could really go off against Detroit, but the only thing holding him back is going to be Connor. Higgins and Chase are a 1-2 punch. they elevate each other. You know, one makes the other one better. Just I don't know which one's gonna be better this week. I don't know, but at minimum 15 points ish. Yeah.
So Javonte and Higgins.
That's what I'm going. That's what I'm going.
But,
yeah, man. Let us know what happens, Sebastian. If you're following on a certain channel, make sure you follow Dynasty Pylon. They're on Tuesdays. Well, sometimes Tuesday. Wednesdays for sure. You guys are on Wednesdays.
We're for Wednesdays.
Yeah. So I'm curious to know which way you go and how it goes for you for your game. So good luck in the playoffs, man. Let us know how it goes. So make sure you follow Dynasty Pylon and follow Nerd Huddle and come back and let us know. And then we got Clap Nuts. It's awesome. Stuck between Ayuk and Parker, full PPR. What y'all think?
I think I'm gonna go with Ayuk.
I think so too. The matchup, like what we're saying.
Parker has got the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that
and
Ayuk
Waddle
out of
is
the
unlikely.
I think they're using him.
Yeah,
a lot more.
Waddle is not going to play, most likely.
And I think this is why people are saying Parker.
Yeah,
a lot of people are leaning Parker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
But I think that's just going to make. I think that's going to. I know you're going to let Gazeki make him more Gazeki.
It's going to be Gesicki, Gaskin, and Parker. And then Brown, I think, is going to be back this week. They haven't really heard. I haven't activated him yet. But I think, yeah. You know what? Dude, you could go Parker here. I don't know. The Jets, the Jets for the DBs for the Jets are pretty good. That's all they have, though.
Yeah. I mean, it might be just tight end running back all day, back and forth, you know, run, short pass, run, short pass.
Pass it. Yeah.
Maybe, and you know, if they do, they might just, it'll be one or two, like, you know, like
little
15-yard
pass. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think you got to throw the deep ball every so often just to pull the DBs, you know, from playing so close to the line. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, do you trust? I mean, Parker had a good week against the Giants, 11 points in the PPR.
No, I still say Ayuk against Atlanta.
I still say Ayuk. Yeah, I say Ayuk. If over those two people, Ayuk. You know, if it's Parker and maybe somebody else, yeah, exactly. And Ayuk is good. The coach, I forgot the hell's his name.
Don't trust him again.
I know you don't trust him, but he's one of those like geniuses type of shit, and he knows how to use Ayuk pretty well, especially in favorable matchups. So
he also says he could play Gallup or AJ Green.
I would probably go Green.
I'd still say Ayuk, man.
You say Green? Out of those, no, I would say Ayuk. If you out of those four now, I would still go Ayuk. Gallup, like we keep saying, there's too many mouths to feed over there.
You guys, they're all healthy right now.
Yeah, you know, and Dak is gonna feed everybody. You know, he's going to just.
God, I hope so.
It's gonna be awesome. You know, I love watching them play.
I'm starting him in too many leagues, and I don't.
When you have like all your eggs in that one basket, and on top of that, it's a cowboy basket.
This week I do. Holy crap, man!
Yeah, but see, like it would be more like Ayuk for sure is your main one, and then for me it would be between Parker and AJ Green.
Mm-hmm.
That's a better question between Parker and Green. Then who would be your like second running or receiver?
Yeah,
you know, Parker or Green. Oh, who's AJ? Who's Green going against?
Green, they got Detroit.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. But then Hopkins isn't going to be there. And this is why I think AJ Green could potentially be slightly better over Ayuk. So essentially you're looking at matchups, and Atlanta's not that great either. Clearly we know that Detroit isn't that great either. So if I were to guess, I don't know, man. I still like Ayuk.
I like Ayuk.
In AJ Green, I still like Ayuk, man.
So here's a real quick, kind of going back to what Sebastian kind of questioned with Edmonds kind of thing. Cardinals are ranked. I just read it. Ranked 12th against opposing wide receivers on the season. He goes, though it's mostly due to teams being able to run at will against them. So they can't stop the run. So teams are just going to keep running. And so Connor probably have a good game. Maybe Evans might get a few too, but I think Connor's going to have a good game.
Yeah.
Which I think makes it even more. Because like they're 12th against wide receivers only because teams just run all day on them. So, AJ Green obviously could definitely potential, but I like Ayuk. I would go Ayuk and then Green and then Parker. So if you need like your two wide receivers, I would go Ayuk and Green.
You can easily put a Green over Ayuk too.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna still say Ayuk.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Sebastian came back. He said, I also started Kelsey, but CH kind of screwed me over. CH did okay. I think he only gave me like 9 points or something like that.
Come playoff time. That's not enough, bro. You need double digits.
Yeah, I didn't start. Oh, I think he's seeing the CH screwed him over as a starter. 9 points. And I mean, who really screwed me over was freaking Mike Williams. Put up 7.9 in a PPR league. Are you serious? Freaking Mike Williams. That one got me. I was like, you son of a bitch. Because dude, yeah, but that's just kind of.
Yeah, but 9 points isn't that far from 7. So this is why I think he got screwed over. So
yeah, but at least Kelsey, who put up like 40 points.
Gosh, dude. He made up for both of you. Let's split it in half. 2020, you're happy.
That's even a lot between two players. So, I mean, really, Kelsey put up numbers of.
He made up 3. For your CH. So,
yeah.
Should be fine, Sebastian. I think you'll be fine.
I think
with the rest of your crew should put up at least another 80 or so. You'll be in the hundreds easy.
Yeah. Yeah, because you should be around 50 now ish. So, and between just two players, 50 points, that's pretty good.
Yeah. He'll probably be hitting 130 points roughly, which is definitely easy a winner.
Yeah.
Unless the guy somehow has the best game of his life and has a 140, 150 game, which is unlikely, but we'll see.
So I'm going against so my other league, I got that one in the bag. Because in my other league, I have Kelsey, and he alone put up big points. But in the other league, I'm not too worried. I should be fine. But in our Nerd Huddle league, I'm going against Brian, and
he's doing pretty good.
He's doing pretty good, and every time I faced Brian, I've lost by less than 5 points.
Same.
Every single time,
except for one game. Well, I think one game he blew me out of the water, but
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. So I'm kind of worried. I kind of tried to screw him over a little bit because I picked up Knox, which ultimately worked out better for me because Higbee's on COVID now. So I guess that was good. But he has Hurts. So my thing was like, oh, if Hurts doesn't play, I'll pick up another QB. I wind up picking up another QB, which I dropped for Knox. But you got Montgomery, Fournette, AJ Green, Adams, Goddard, Chubb, Bucker, who put up 8 points, and Miami's defense. So that's a pretty solid squad, man. Pretty solid squad
for this week. Yeah, I think Miami should be just fine against the
Miami's defense. Is pretty good.
Yeah, and this is where you start looking at defense like critically because anything can happen. So, yeah. Anyways, what do his spike bets? I got 2 of them, or how many?
Let's see. Let me bring this up. So anybody watching, we have our Discord, and our Discord we have we keep track of our spike bets. So we got the ones that were made last week. We had 2 made last week. So Brian went OBJ and you went Julio Jones.
Yeah, stupid. I just thought maybe. Well, I thought if you had him, like he was finally gonna play. Like if you have him, you kind of have to start him. Like those type of deals.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah, I get it. I mean, he's like that guy. It's like hard not to start, but like you're the one like kind of convincing, me and a few other players that he's kind of done. That Julio Jones is done, which is why I kind of found this one kind of a little funny, but so Julio put up 7.3 in the Nerd Huddle League, which is a full PPR, and Odell Beckham Jr. put up 19.7 points. So Brian won that one, that's probably one of OBJ's better games.
Yeah,
that's actually his best game of the year.
1 week I actually have a bet against him.
But the last 3 games since their bye week, he's put up 19, 10, and then another 19. So that's pretty solid. He might be getting his footing over in LA.
Yeah.
And then we got Josh Jacobs, and that was me and you. When Josh Jacobs put up 9 points last week. And then Brian and Mark went Sony Michel. And Sony Michel put up 7.9.
So we won that one?
Sony Michel put up 7.9. And Jacobs Josh Jacobs put up 9. Yeah, so we won that one.
Oh, thank God. I'm gonna take one.
So Brian and Mark owe a shot.
Yes. I was to take one.
But you know what?
I'll
take one. I'll take a shot just because it's your birthday, dude. Happy birthday.
Oh, well, appreciate that, man.
Happy birthday. Use a little bit of dare in there. I don't have any Kahlua and I drink all my coffee, so
Marvin hates when we use Kahlua, man. Guy goes hard.
Dude. Kahlua, I know, yeah. Kahlua and coffee is amazing.
It is, but if you put too much,
it overpowers it.
Which has happened. I think 1 week I had 3 of them in this single coffee cup, and it just ruined the whole show. I was drinking it was nasty.
Yeah, that's too much. But that's why I got to take a shot. I have my Jefferson's whiskey, the good stuff, and then Fredo got me this shot glass that says, "Did we just become best friends?" Which is awesome. Damn.
You could just see it go through, man.
Huh?
You're like, goddamn.
Oh man, I haven't had a shot.
Drinking a while.
Mm-hmm. I think. It doesn't water. Well, water's not a good chaser. Oh God, made it way more worse. I don't think I ever chased liquor with water. What the hell? Oh God.
You need to leave for a bit. You want me to close it out?
No, I'm good. It's just not. Oh man.
Here we go.
All right.
What 2 RBs to start? Monty, Patterson, Melvin, Javonte, or Barkley? I don't think you bench Patterson as well as he's been doing. Regardless of the matchup of how well, everything, it feels like he is the main guy, regardless of the situation.
He wants to play defense. He says he wants to play safety. What are the odds?
Patterson?
Yes. He said he wants to play safety and he wants a touchdown from defense. What are the odds that Atlanta's like, F it, whatever.
Might as well, bro.
Might as well. You do everything else. And he winds up getting like a pick six.
Oh, and he runs into the house.
Yeah, he gets a pick six, and he's like your starting running back. I mean, that's. I don't know. I mean, Patterson has just been bonkers this year, but he did say he wants to play safety. He wants to try safety. I wouldn't be surprised in the next 4 weeks that they, tease the idea. They're like, sure. Yeah. whatever. Here you go. Here's one play as you as safety. I don't know. I just thought it was funny. I doubt he'll do anything big like that, but I can't even imagine.
You never know, dude.
Yeah, but Patterson, he's insane right now. He's
Pick 2.
These are awesome freaking players, though, man. Like really good players. I like Montgomery because he's really the only thing going on with the Bears offense that's good.
Really.
Even Green Bay put up 14 points. And now they're going against Minnesota.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Monty and Patterson. I really am. I don't think you could bench Patterson, bro. Like, I don't think you can.
No. Yeah.
Every single one of these running backs has a good matchup, except for Barkley.
Mm-hmm.
But I would say Monty and Patterson.
Yeah.
Regardless that Melvin Gordon and Javonte probably will score. I almost want to throw 2 of them in and 1 in the flex. This guy must have a stacked ass team. Like I'm saying, like if you have these running backs, good.
Yeah, who's your? Yeah, because then if he's, that's what I'm saying. These are like great because Melvin Gordon always finds his way into the end zone.
I can't stand. You know who? This is one of them. Melvin Gordon is one of those players I can't stand right now. He needs to piss off. Him and Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham and Melvin Gordon need to piss off and just retire already because I'm sick and tired of you guys. You're old, you're beat up. And the moment these players are only utilized in the goal line area, your career's done, bro. Like, yeah. I hate it. Oh, and he has Debo in the flex.
Debo has
Get
flex.
Out of here, bro. This guy's already won.
Yeah, that's a solid championship.
You don't need us. You don't need to help, bro. You got this. I don't even know why the rest of your team. I'm pretty sure your rest of the team. He probably has Josh Allen or something like that, QB or something.
Mahomes and Kelsey stack.
Probably. This guy.
Yeah, this is a crazy running back squad you got. But yeah, like you said, besides Barkley, you can really put any 4 of the other ones in and get decent points. But I think Montgomery and Patterson will probably get the most points.
Only because the other 2 share. And that's the only reason.
Yeah. Melvin gets the goal line stuff. Williams shares. Monty's going to be the main guy.
Yeah. So the fact that he has Debo in his flex, his other 2 receivers are probably bomb as hell.
Are better than Debo, which is crazy.
Which is, nah.
Your weak spot got to be tight end and quarterback, then, right? I mean, I'm kind of curious. Yeah.
I think he's just fine. This guy.
Yeah, you're good. You're gonna be good.
So I'm a little worried about Josh Allen this week. They said he was banged up and his ankle all this week. They said he's good.
I have him starting.
They have him started since Wednesday. They said he was good. So I'm a little because it's against Carolina. So,
So here's his 2 wide receivers is Mike Evans and Deontay
Johnson. This guy.
That's solid, dude.
He already won.
That's solid.
He has to be he probably already has 9 wins.
Well, if he's playing this week, I mean it depends, but usually
his roster probably has 9 wins.
Oh, 9 wins for sure. For sure.
If he does,
that's why I was like
be very surprised.
Yeah.
What's your record, man?
Yeah. Because I mean with that running back and receiver core, like that's like first place.
That's your heart of it. That's the heart, right? That right there is the heart. And
those are 6 positions right there.
Especially that's
because I barely made the playoffs. Wow. Okay.
Really?
Okay. I wonder if it's more not putting the right people in at the right time, because I've had seasons like that. I've had, which really sucks because you're like, oh, he should go off, and then he doesn't, but then somebody on your bench winds up going off. It's that I hate that. Which with these players, that definitely could happen. I mean, a lot of these. I mean, Barkley was out most of the season. Gordon had a few bad weeks. Javonte had a few bad weeks. I mean, they all had a few bad weeks. Monty was gone for a while, so I could see issues happening. But I think going into playoffs, I think you should be good. All these guys are healthy, and are good. You should really be good. But yeah. Oh man, but yeah, Josh Allen, dude, I got him starting in my other league, and he's the one I'm really.
He's gonna have to throw a lot.
You better start. You better throw a lot.
I just feel like at some point, we could see something out of Diggs this week because he's gonna be forced to throw, and he's not. I don't think he's gonna take many rush as much as he. Obviously, not as much as he did last week. A healthy Josh Allen would probably not do that back to back. No way.
I mean, against Carolina, I don't see an issue. I mean, he put up 36 points against Tampa. I mean, and
Carolina will stop the run, bro. Like they won't let that happen. They are good. People have slept on them. I think they're at least still the top 10 defenses, and I
really
I don't see him running against them at all. Too good and throwing. It's going to be a tough week for him. It really is. I'm curious to see how that plays out. Because it could go really, really bad. And we've seen really bad Josh Allen, like I think 2 or 3 times this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take it back to the Jacksonville Jaguar game. Okay. That was one of the most surprising bad games. We could see another one of these. And that's what scares me the most. I have Dak starting over him right now in my Dynasty League.
Wow. Okay.
And I have the luxury of both of them. And well, the situation where I had Josh Allen way before the hype. So
I know you were hardcore into Josh Allen.
Oh, I love Josh Allen. He's my favorite player. I love him. He's one of the most coolest guys to ever watch, and he's not that bad. Yeah, there you go. But I'm really worried about. I don't have him in any DFS, and typically I do. I don't have him obviously starting in my Dynasty League. I have Dak over him. I'm a little worried about Josh, but I'm gonna see how it goes.
I mean, Dak is definitely a good backup, like one that you feel confident about. I picked up Hurts. I don't know if I see. I don't trust Hurts over Allen starting. I picked up Hurts just in case Allen. Last minute they decide to no, we're not going with you. We're gonna rest you or something like that. But I think Allen is gonna play. So now it kind of comes down to the question: do I start Allen, which I am, over Hurts?
Right.
But
I mean, he's also banged up too, though.
And then he said, "I
had to bench CD.
I've had to bench CD." Yeah. And it's not because he's a bad player. It's just he's just one of many good players on a good team. Yeah. So so I think Josh Allen is good. I mean, one thing is he's never had 2 back-to-back weeks that were bad. I mean, after a bad week, after the Jacksonville game, he came in and put up almost 22 points against the Jets. After the New England game where you only had 10 points, he put up 36 points against Tampa. So he usually doesn't have a bad. Even going back to week 2, he put up. I guess the first week he put up 15 points, and the second week he put up 17 points. Those are the only back to back sub 20 points he's had. But then against Washington, he put up 37 points.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to put up another 30 something points. I would love for that to happen
against Giants.
No, against Carolina. Josh Allen.
We're talking about
Josh Allen. Yeah, he doesn't have back to back weeks that are bad.
No.
So
I'm just this is the one week because he could. And here's the thing: he could potentially lose people their playoffs this week because of that injury. Like that's what worries me the most, and this is why I felt I've a healthier QB who has a better matchup. Like I'm almost tempted to not play him and pick up Jimmy Garoppolo against Atlanta. Like that's how worried I am. Like yes, it was diagnosed that he was good for Wednesday and Thursday practice, but game time aggressiveness is a lot different compared to practice aggressiveness. Because at practice, they don't hit the QB. Like that's typically how it goes.
Yeah.
In practice, you don't hurt your brothers at QB or at practice. You're not supposed to be headhunters at practice. But once you go to a game, that's a total different aggression. He might re-aggravate his injury, his foot. I'm just worried. What's crazy is I feel more safe putting Jimmy G against Atlanta and just waiting to see what happens to Josh Allen this week, because Carolina's no weak sauce either.
Yeah. So if you were me, would you start Hurts over Allen
against Washington? That's a crappy matchup too. Washington all of a sudden woke up a couple weeks ago. Welcome back to the NFL defense.
Yeah, seriously. But they have a lot of players on COVID.
Yeah.
I think and that's one of the games that got moved to Tuesday for that reason. So there's a good chance they might have other players back. Probably a lot of players back. I don't know how many, but yeah.
Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts. Essentially, they're both banged up. And if they're both banged up, I think you put in the better of the one who's injured. If they're both injured, you put in the better one, right? So Josh Allen. In your case, I think you would put Josh Allen. Man, against Washington though, like I said, like they decide which is crazy. We were talking about this in Dynasty Pylon, that the moment they lost, some of their key players, they got better. Makes no sense either, but I think it was just too many cooks and not enough. I don't know.
That's that football logic.
It's really
you lose
weird.
Your key player. Yeah, I mean it's not the first time either. You lose your best player and the team becomes better. For whatever reason.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'm curious on what you do. I'm really curious.
I'm probably gonna stay Allen. I'm even looking at some of the other QBs I could pick up. There's Tua out, Tannehill, Justin Fields, Big Ben, Wentz, Carr, Mac Jones.
You're saying Justin might have his breakout game this week.
I think he's gonna have a solid game. I don't know if it's gonna be his breakout game, man. If it is, it's not gonna be this week. Now with them missing all their assistant coaches, Nagy's calling plays again.
Oh, great! No,
he's not gonna have his breakout week. He's not gonna have his breakout week. I mean, like I said yesterday, there's literally a meme around where Virginia McCaskey, has they put a Mike Ditka cigar in her mouth and the big Ditka glasses, and she's out on the field. It's like. She's gonna call plays or whatever. But yeah, I mean, if they had at least if they had their coaching staff, I would feel a little bit more comfortable about this game. But since the only healthy coach is Nagy,
no, forget about it. Forget about it.
I mean, I'd rather have Virginia calling plays at that point. And that's why I wish maybe. Would I have Dalton even calling plays? I don't know, or even have Dalton starting just because you don't even need the plays being called in. You just make it up.
I would still put it.
Oh, yeah. Going no, it was with the Bears game. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be bonkers. It's gonna be not fun. I'm kind of glad there's other games going on, so the world doesn't have to just watch the Bears on Monday. So. That's going to be a trash fire of a game. But yeah, I'm going Allen. I mean, there's no one here that I would trust over. And I think I picked up the next best one, which would be Hurts. But I'm still going. I'm going to stick with Allen.
I would.
Are they?
They're both banged up.
Are they in the hunt though? What are the Bills?
They should be. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, right. So, I think Allen's not going to just like take it easy because he's hurt. I mean,
No, he's not.
He's gonna go pretty hard to see.
He will, more than likely he will.
Yeah.
I'll pull it up right now, see if I could find it. But okay, I'll share it here too. I think that no, he won't just take it easy. So here we have.
Nice.
Oh, never mind. Is this last year?
That's last year's.
Oh shit! Oh, that's the one. 2020. My bad.
2020.
Yeah, my bad.
There you go. That's the scenarios.
You got it. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Bills 7-6. So Chiefs got first round bye with the Packers the first round bye. If the playoff picture, and this was updated 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
So
that's how it would look. So they're going for that last spot. They're going for that 7th spot. It looks like. So go scroll down to the Bills division, or that
was
just
the entire AFC.
Right there. Yeah, that's the whole AFC.
So
because who they got Cleveland
right here at 7th. They need this win because here's what happened. If
oh wow, holy
Cleveland Browns, bro,
Browns, Cincinnati, Denver, they're all 7-6. I mean, even Pittsburgh at 6-6 and 1. I mean, that tie might actually help them out.
Oh,
depending on how the rest of the season. Wow. So that's that. They're Cleveland. They're still in the hunt. Cincinnati is definitely in the hunt, and Denver. Wow. So this is a big game. The next few games are
for all four of these teams.
All 4 of these teams. That is crazy. Yeah.
So here of these, I see winning. Well, so the Cincinnati Denver game is. Oh man, I'm now switched all of my attention to this game.
That's super big.
And so I'm looking at Buffalo and Carolina to look at for sure. Cincinnati and Denver. These 2 games, I could care much about Cleveland and Las Vegas. I'm sorry. If they make it, they make it cool.
Cleveland
I don't feel excited for them.
Win, but yeah. I mean, they kind of pissed me off this year. Cincinnati, I'm definitely, because Cincinnati was supposed to be like this trash team where Joe Burrow was just going to throw from laying on the floor, to them being a playoff contender with the amazing offense.
Not again. So I just went to NFC. And here we have Washington at 7. Not again.
Oh my God. Washington, Minnesota. So we can definitely play spoilers in Chicago against Minnesota. But Washington and Philly. Again, we were saying that game's going to be super, super big.
Oh my gosh.
For both of them.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah. Wow. I know this year's been just crazy with everyone.
Oh my gosh!
Atlanta and San Francisco. San Francisco is 7-6, but if Atlanta wins, Atlanta needs to win.
They tie them, and it would be. They would still be in because conference-wise, Atlanta's 3-6, where San Francisco's 5-5. I don't know if that matters, but I think it does. If they're,
I think it does. Yeah,
because.
Well, it goes division then conference, don't it?
It would go division and conference. So if Atlanta wins 100%, New Orleans. So say New Orleans and Atlanta wins today, regardless of the fact Atlanta's above New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think New Orleans is going to beat Tampa Bay.
I don't see that happening.
Atlanta, anything can happen with them. I really don't know anything with them. I love the Falcons. And I still don't know what the hell happens. It's just a roller coaster, man. My emotional value with the Falcons has been like this, man.
Well, I'm sure it's even higher now because they're in the hunt still, which is crazy.
If we don't get in, I'm honestly will not be surprised, and I don't think I'll be heartbroken. I really am not, because I know if you give me this little bit of chance of hope to know that when I get in the first round, I'm just gonna get blown out of the water.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. So get out of here. But here's who I do see: Washington, Philly, and Minnesota potentially making a run for it, because they could beat San Francisco. But here's the thing, though: these top 5 teams, I don't see any of these guys losing to any of these bottom 5 or 10.
No way.
Yeah. So
no way. Tampa with New Orleans, Arizona should be easy win today for Arizona.
Oh man,
so all the top 3 teams should definitely win.
So excited.
Top 4 teams.
I'm so
the Ram.
for Arizona.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you still got that. You got that bet, right? Well, did they lock their division? They didn't lock their division, did they yet?
No, because it would have the little asterisk next to it. This little clinched. This right here, the Y
division title, the Y.
It would have the Y,
which I don't think no one does.
No, nobody. I think after this week, you'll see that. I think I see Tampa Bay beating New Orleans. I see these 3 teams right here locking it.
I would say 4 teams, the top 4
Dallas,
teams. Well, Dallas should win, but I don't think they're going to lock. They would need one more.
They would need one more potentially, I think, against they got Washington next week again. Yeah. So I think after they beat, because did Washington beat them last week? No.
I don't think so.
No, they lost. Defense just demolished them. The defense just killed them last week. No. So, but this one's a lot closer. There's more teams that could potentially make it. The AFC is a lot more crazier than NFC right now.
Oh boy! So next week, Atlanta has Detroit.
That's gonna be
so. If they can survive, who did you say they're playing today? I'm gonna bring fart.
Detroit,
San Francisco. Yeah, no, Atlanta. If Atlanta can survive San Francisco, I mean, for sure that should be an easy win next week. Then Atlanta. Who's Atlanta got in week 17? Buffalo. That's gonna be a rough one.
No, they lost.
And then they have the Saints.
They need this one in next week. And then if they could pull a rabbit out of the house with the Saints.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, but like I said, I don't see them going in. If they miraculously make it, I'm not really going to care, because they're going to get blown out of the water. Let's go to the NFC. Yeah. They're going to get blown out of the water by LA Rams, Dallas, Arizona, Tampa Bay, or Green Bay.
Yeah.
They just can't handle these 5 teams. They can't. There's no way they can.
No.
Because if they beat San Fran today, I will be impressed. But I think they faced them earlier in the season. I think they lost.
Yeah. I mean, if they get into the play, if Falcons get into the playoffs, that would be I think a feat in itself. That would be like, all right, cool. At least we did something. But they're not gonna.
I kind of hope they don't. Just because of the draft aspect, the draft capital, I just hope they don't.
Yeah,
I really hope they don't. And you will never hear that from a fan. But I'm thinking already ahead. I'm thinking ahead. This is dynasty brain. I'm thinking ahead. They should just no. Don't make playoffs. Need to start
making some good moves. So real quick, we got Ian H. Devontae Freeman, Marquise Brown, who is not playing, or James Robinson at flex.
I like James Robinson, man.
I have him starting, and you convinced me with that. With that,
Houston. There's no Meyer there. Meyer was the issue why Robinson wasn't doing what he was doing.
Back. So Brown is on track to play. So he was illness. And then a few hours ago, he said he's expected to play.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's going to matter. Because Jackson, I don't think he's playing. They're saying he could still play. I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he'll play. Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like Robinson's your best bet here. Look, they're not going to be micromanaged by Meyer. Meyer sucks. Okay, and I'm so glad he's gone. I think what they're going to do is they're going to feed James Robinson. He's going to be the main running back. Houston is good against run, but I think that at some point, somehow, some way, I think they only have 2 running backs going in. So
yeah,
I think Houston's iffy with runs. They'd be really, really bad or decent, and I like those odds. They're not really good, so my mistake.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Here's Texas defense allowed the most rushing yards per game in 2021, which is 147.9 per game.
And that's why I'm leaning Robinson. They're really, really bad, or they're okay. Yeah. And I think they only have 2 running. They have James Robinson and freaking Dare Ogunbowale. And that's it. Ogunbowale and Robinson. That is it.
Yeah.
So
Robinson's young, he's healthy ish. He got his knee heel injury, but I think he should be fine. Yeah. I mean, the reason he hasn't had 2 good games is not because of him. I think it was because of Urban Meyer.
No, Urban Meyer.
For sure. He had the last 2 games. Yeah.
He should go off. I have him in one of my lineups, if that makes you feel better.
I have him in my lineup as well. So I think he's my flex. Just because I have a lot of COVID issues on mine. But I think you convinced me. I think when something like this happens and you have players like T-Law and Robinson and Marvin Jones, who he checked out, I think he and Dan Arnold, I think they're going to come back and they're going to be like, we have to prove it wasn't us.
Mm-hmm.
It was him. And I think against Houston, it's what other better time? You got Houston, you got Jets. The next 2 weeks, you should annihilate those teams, annihilate them. And show the world it wasn't you. It was having a crappy head coach.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who goes around kicks their players.
I love when the head coaches leave. Sometimes it's like the dogs get loose, and I've said this multiple times. The dogs run wild. It becomes football again. So everyone's like, okay, we know you're good. Well, let's just play this. And then they have fun again. They're not micromanaged.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it also depends on how the coach leaves. Because when Gruden, I won't say he left. When Gruden left or got fired, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah, okay.
I think it affected the team very differently than when Myers left.
Myers just left. He didn't even say bye. He just left the facility.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
He just left the facility. He didn't man up or anything. He didn't say, he just left.
Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones, literally walked out and had to be pulled back in. All the shit he was talking to his assistant coaches. I mean, the way he screwed over James Robinson in on the field. Yeah, it's not even dignity. No one wants to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to hear from him. I was like, just leave. No one wants you here. Just leave. So
it's pretty much how it went.
Yeah, that's how it went. Even the owner was like, "You're fired, dude. Get. Don't even get your shit. We'll send you a box. Just leave." So yeah, I'm gonna bring this down. Then we got Mark. What is up, dude? You got J.K. Osborne.
5 minutes ago.
I know. J.K. Osborne or Tim Patrick, and Osborne has been doing pretty good.
Well, that was because of the absence of Adam Thielen.
Exactly.
And so
now Thielen's back.
So I know Mark loves Tim Patrick. I think his love came a little too late because Tim Patrick was on everyone's free agency for 8 straight weeks before people
in the beginning when he did really good.
Yeah, nobody was picking him up.
Yeah. And then he started getting picked up and started doing crap again.
Yeah. Essentially they're both in the slot. They're both third ranking when it comes to at least where they're at, because you have Jerry Jeudy and Sutton over Patrick, and then you have Thielen and JJ over Osborne. So,
although I like Osborne because it's a better matchup with the crappy secondary in Chicago,
and that's what I'm thinking. I'm leaning on.
And I think Cousins got a nice little thing going. He's like, oh, okay, I can trust you. So now he can he might not. He's not going to put up 17 points again. He's not. But they're like, oh, hey, my 2 main guys are are covered, I can dump it out to you or something like that. Yeah. And Mark said, to be fair, he was caning at 1 a.m. Like, yeah. Myers.
Oh,
he was fired at 1 a.m. in the morning. So
you should have just jumped on, Mark. You just jumped on.
Yeah, we're gonna probably start ending it pretty soon anyway. Yeah. But I would go Osborne. Same. Yeah. I mean, they're both not going to get you a lot of points, but I think Osborne will give you closer to double digits.
Might be maybe double.
Yeah. If he does, he'll sneak in like right at 10.
10. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got Andrew. What is up? Start 2 at PPR league.
Oh no.
Lazard, Bateman, Penny, Amon-Ra, St. Brown. I know you love him.
No, yeah, but these players, this is deep, bro. This is deep.
But you got to start 2.
This is interesting. This is probably the hardest one we've had all tonight or today.
Probably.
Amon
St. Brown has been like the only dude
there
doing anything. Yeah. But you're going against Arizona.
I don't like Rashad Penny against LA, but this is the only time he's probably playing. Penny is like a dart throw, and with your eyes closed in a dark room. That's what Penny is.
Yeah.
You're holding your dart with your eyes closed in a pitch black room, hoping he'll land, being healthy. And that's what scares me about Penny. I don't like that. I don't like Lazard because both Adams and MVS are over him. Oh my gosh. I think you go Bateman and oh gosh. Bateman and Amon-Ra St. Brown. But we don't even know if Lamar's playing or not.
Yeah, this is honestly the hardest question for sure.
It's because it's so deep.
Yeah, and that's always the issue. Is like when you start getting like these like players that are so close to each other in a deeper league.
I think you go Lazard and Penny. Oh, bro, Lazard and Penny. All right, here's my ranking: Lazard, Penny, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Unless Lamar is playing, I put Bateman above Penny. I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
With hardly any confidence, like there is no. Oh man, I can't. So okay, so we're talking about Lazard, and Brian brought up is MVS out today. Oh, and hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
He's questionable. He's not officially ruled out.
Yeah.
And this is why I think this is a hard one, man.
I know. I'm looking at Andrew, all their like stats right now. It's this
Andrew, you definitely
hit us with a good one. Oh, probably one of the better questions we had in a while. And Steven, we'll get into your question in a minute. Well, how about this? How about you, Andrew? Stick around.
Stevens is easier.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Andrew, stick around. We'll get to yours. Steven is a fairly easy one. Steven asks, start 2 full PPR: Barkley, Jacobs, Henderson, or Dante Foreman.
Yeah, I think I'll go with Henderson and
Jacobs.
Jacobs, yeah.
You think? Yeah. That's exactly who I was thinking too.
Oh man, Foreman could have a good game too, but again, sometimes Jacksonville decides to show up. Sometimes,
yeah,
and then this might be that sometimes. I mean, they made Josh Allen look like a scrub. So, I'm gonna say Josh Jacobs, and it's PPR and Henderson. All right, let's go back to this one.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place with this one. I almost want to put Penny first. I almost want to put Amon-Ra St. Brown first, even though I just said I'd put him towards the end. It's the Lamar Jackson thing that kind of like if Lamar Jackson's playing, I want to put Bateman probably in the number 2 slot.
Yeah.
I think I like Lazard at number 1. It's the other 3 depending, and I want to say Penny. It's gonna be Lazard, especially if MVS doesn't play, because there's a potential he doesn't play. So I'm gonna say Lazard and Penny because Amon-Ra St. Brown has to deal with the Cardinals defense. They have some pretty good DBs and safeties there. Penny he's pretty much the only healthy running back, at least that I know of, for the first half. God, I don't even know if he's going to play full quarters. Like, Penny is just he's paper boy. He goes out there, he's made of glass.
Yeah, paper boy.
That's
funny.
He goes out there, he gets shredded to pieces. I can't. I don't feel comfortable with this one. Andrew, thank you for making me think this early.
Making him second question his life decisions right now.
I don't know if I like you for giving me this question, but I do like you because it made me think. Stick around, man. see what happens this week. I really hope that Lazard and Penny does good for you.
Yeah, dude.
What do you think, man?
I mean, you had like very good reasonings. I like Lazard. I like Lazard. I mean, I'm gonna go Penny. I don't like any of the. I mean, granted, Amon-Ra St. Brown is probably the only thing going on over in Detroit.
Yeah, and that's the thing, though. He could be really good, but I just don't like against Cardinals defense. I think that the DBs might stop him because they know that's probably the only thing they have.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go Penny as well.
So Lazard and Penny.
I think that's what you went, right?
Yeah. I just though. Well, hey.
come back. Do us a favor. Hold on. Come back and let us know what you think.
Oh my!
Or what you did. I'm really curious to know what you do with it all.
Because ultimately he could be like, "Nah, screw you guys. I'm just gonna pick something else."
Which is fine. You know, I have no issue. You know, if your gut says something else,
go for it, man. Ultimately, you're in the playoffs. You're managing your team. We can only give you what we think, but ultimately you make the decision. Oh, okay, all right. And this one's
you got no.
That one's James Robinson for me.
Hold on. Shit.
What are you doing? You want me to just go through these while you do whatever?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna pick James Robinson against Houston. Meyer's gone. I do like Ayuk. Gallup is my third one. So in this ranking, James Robinson, Ayuk, Gallup, only because I feel like Ayuk's hit or miss. He's been doing good lately, but what if this game they decide to use more Debo and Kittle, and
which is a very.
It's a possibility, but I do like
very
Ayuk.
Possibility.
I like Ayuk a lot, although I'm going to go with James Robinson with Myers gone. I think he had it out for him. James Robinson should be fine. And then here we have Savvy, flex Kirk or Green, starting Kyler and Prater with one of them. PPR. I'm going to say Kirk over Green there, especially with Kyler Murray, right? Yeah, so for sure.
Yeah.
Kirk over Green. And then sit one, Penny, Foreman, Jeff Wilson, or Javonte. I'm going to sit Penny.
Which is funny because after all that, but I mean, it's different people.
Well, that
I
was a different question.
Yeah.
Devontae Foreman is going to be the only guy there. Okay. Jeff Wilson's going to be the only guy there. And Javonte Williams tends to do just as good as Melvin Gordon. Yes, they split, but I think they're gonna run heavy on both of them because it's a divisional matchup, and the way we were looking at the playoff picture earlier, they freaking need it. So I think they're gonna utilize every weapon they have, and you know, this is how close they are. Like this game right here, Cincinnati and Denver is gonna be the biggest game of the battle of the sucks. And if I'm not watching Bills Carolina, I am watching that sucks. Yeah. Well, it is. They're 7-6, which is hard to say. Like 7-6 is decent, but after 7-6, it just drops off hard.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh, Las Vegas, Miami, Jets, Houston, Jacksonville. So
yeah.
It's just so I'm gonna sit there. So Andrew, go away. Quit giving me orders. Hopkins, AJ Brown, Antonio Brown, and Swift. Thielen's are out for me, so I'm in a tough spot. No, Thielen might actually play today.
I think Thielen's playing. He's projected to play today.
Yeah, I think so. You might play today. So if that helps you out,
I would start. Yeah. Against Chicago.
No.
As a Chicago fan, I would start Thielen.
Yes,
like for sure.
Andrew, yeah, you should have brought this up earlier. Antonio Brown is coming back off of his suspension. AJ Brown, no, we're just gonna leave, and then Julio Jones 2.0. We're not doing that. Yes, I am dubbing that. Hopkins is Julio Jones 2.0. I don't care.
I mean, I think he's the beginning of his. That's
why I'm making my shot right now.
His digression.
Julio Jones 2.0. He's dealing with hamstring. He's in and out. We don't know if he's here. We don't know if he's gone. But yeah, Hopkins obviously he's gone.
Yeah.
AJ Brown, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Thielen is listed as questionable, and basically at this late in the season, questionable means you're gonna play. You know,
yeah.
I mean, every NFL player is questionable in the end of the season. So, he didn't practice at all this week. Sounds like a game time decision, but he's gonna play.
And it's Monday night.
It's Monday night against the Bears, division on the line, or not division. The last wild card for them, that 7th place spot is literally on the line for them. Like they need to beat the Bears. Like there's no way you don't play Thielen. So they're gonna play Thielen. And then what Mark said, Adam plays tomorrow. LOL.
What?
Adam plays tomorrow.
Adams?
I don't know which one. Probably that's what I'm assuming. Adams.
Mark, where are you at?
Davante Adams against Baltimore.
He's playing. I didn't hear anything about he wasn't, unless I don't know what's going on here, but yeah. And Flex Van, Freeman, or Osborne.
Ooh.
This is interesting.
That's a good one. Oh, he said no Thielen.
What?
I think he meant like he said Adam plays tomorrow, and I think he's like no Thielen plays tomorrow. I think I could be wrong. Well, then real quick, Andrew said, when's your guys' next stream? So right now, I don't know if you're on the Dynasty Pylon or the Nerd Huddle channel, because on Sundays we stream to both channels.
It's like a bunch of channels into one. This one. So
yeah, so the Nerd Huddle is like the old umbrella with and then Dynasty Pylon is under their umbrella. They have their own channel. So you guys for sure next show is Wednesday on the Dynasty Pylon.
For sure. I think Andrew, you do I'm assuming you do redraft. So Tuesday we'll do offense too, but Tuesday's more IDP focused waiver wire. So I mean you join
and then Tuesday. Yeah. You guys are on Tuesday. Are you because you're done with school, so you for sure done with Tuesday.
Yeah, I got a semester off, so I'll for sure be here that Tuesday.
Yeah. And then Tuesday's a double dose of football. So you have Dynasty Pylon, usually focus IDP. I know you guys get a bunch of questions about everything anyway. Yeah. And then after Dynasty Pylon, we have the Panda and Grizzly show on the Nerd Huddle, which we've been really focusing on just waiver wires, a lot of NFL. We really haven't been talking Bears just because we're kind of our heart is already hurt too much. So if you follow, Tuesday is the next big day where you get 2 channels, double dose of football from the Nerd Huddle guys.
Yeah,
Dynasty Pylon, and go over to Panda and Grizzly right after. So I'm curious. Also, Tuesdays are some football games still, so we're gonna be breaking down games as they're happening.
Yes.
So there'll be / watch parties. Best so it's gonna be fun
weekend ever.
Yeah.
4 games.
Yeah. So let's go back to Joey M. Appreciate the question. At Flex Vaughn, Freeman, or Osborne? I don't know.
I say Von Miller or Vaughn. Wow, I'm thinking IDP. Van Jefferson.
Vaughn.
Because I heard Vaughn. Because I'm looking at what I got here. I heard Vaughn.
I'm assuming he's talking about Devontae Freeman though, who's going to be
the only back but it's against Green Bay.
It's against Green Bay.
I don't think it's necessarily bad that you put Freeman there either, but I think Green Bay is a little bit more harder on the run than it is the other ones. So I think this is why, and this is the flex. So obviously his other 2 running backs are a lot better. So I'm gonna say Van Jefferson against Seattle. That's just me. That's what I'm thinking, because he sneaks in there somehow.
Yeah, he always does. Yeah, I think the last 3 weeks he's been pretty solid. He's gonna get you right around 15 points. I would go Jefferson. Jefferson. I think that's a safer bet. Osborne might do pretty good, but if Thielen's coming back and JJ's still there,
it might be his
numbers.
Struggle, but
his numbers are gonna go down. Yeah, I would go. Yeah, Jefferson.
All right. Let me speed through these, and then we're gonna call it.
Yeah. Man, I think everyone likes right before kickoff, though.
It happens to us too. On Dynasty Pylon, we're about to close our lunch hour, and then everyone just shows up. So, AJ Green,
damn YouTube algorithm.
AJ Green, Melvin Gordon or Javonte Williams. Ooh, buddy.
I'm leaning more towards Williams, but Gordon's
gonna steal him
the touchdowns.
These are guys one and the same. They eat each other's stuff left and right. I'm gonna say Gordon because they give him the goal line back. I feel like Javonte Williams eats all the yards, and then Gordon, they give him the goal line. I'm gonna say Gordon.
He's gonna get the touchdown.
I hate earlier in the show I said Gordon and Jimmy Graham need to piss off. I'm tired of it. Just retire already. Go away. Melvin Gordon, and then AJ Green over Mooney. Melvin Gordon, and then
either way, but I'll go Gordon. That's fine.
And choose one for flex. Pollard just got done diagnosed active, so he's gonna be. I don't think they're gonna use him as much. I do like.
He said he's on
Dillon.
a snap count.
Yeah, I do
like AJ Dillon. Yeah.
So there you go.
And
any difference from what you think here?
I don't know if you're talking about Brendan Knox. No, there's
no. He's talking
about the ones Dawson Knox.
The tight end. Dawson Knox, yeah.
D Knox. Yeah, D Knox. There you go.
I go AJ Dillon.
Yeah. I would still go Dillon. What you call him, the sauce?
Yes.
Yeah. I'll still go Dillon.
All right.
I picked up Knox. Yeah,
Dawson. Yeah, we were right.
All right. Yeah, we've been on for a while. Man, we appreciate all the people in chat, especially coming in with all the awesome questions, man. I mean, who's it? Andrew stumped us, man. Dude, he really did with that one. I think you broke Martin for a minute. Like,
come back
like the hamster came off the wheel.
Andrew, just come back on Dynasty Pylon. I know we're gonna be talking about IDP, but I mean, go ahead, give us whatever. I want to know what you do Tuesday. So on the description below, Dynasty Pylon and Morning Spike, they're all down there, but just look for that one. We'll be there Tuesday. Yeah, I think Tuesday we might just do like we'll just do like a watch party with Panda and Grizzly and talk football as that's going on. So yeah, it's gonna be, because it's gonna be 2 huge games. So we're definitely gonna do like a watch party / this kind of stuff. It works out. So cool. Appreciate that. And then today is Martin's birthday, so before we head out, I got a little something for you.
All right, there you go, man.
That is awesome, bro. That is
every
awesome.
birthday, dude. Thank you guys. And you want to give Martin a birthday gift? Go give Dynasty Pylon a sub. There you go. That's a good birthday gift for all the viewers.
Yeah, that's all I ask for, man. That's great, dude. I appreciate
all right, man. Yep. But we will see you guys on Tuesday. All right. Later.